I want to thank FASA and JD for inviting me to this Cipher event. It's a pleasure for me to be here because first of all, I grew up in Virginia Beach, so this is my hometown. My whole family lives here, so I'm always popping up out of nowhere around here. So it's a pleasure for me to come and just witness more and more creativity. I mean, that's what I thrive off of. That's what I love to just, just to come together and to see different modes of expression and see different people's ideas and the way they express themselves. Now, YouTube, I'm sure you all have visited YouTube, and what's so freeing to me about the internet now is anyone can get their creativity out there. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my journey in the past year. I've only been posting videos online for 1 year, and so I just wanted to share a little bit with you, my story, and just to also hopefully inspire those of you that might be hiding out a little bit with treasure that's hiding in your heart that you want to share with the world. I always wanted to act, and in high school, I did the plays and everything, and of course everyone dreams of that. Oh, I want to be in the movies, or, if only I could be in a commercial or something. And, well, I kind of maxed out in this area doing industrials and training videos and the most cheesiest kind of films you could imagine. Sort of like how to put on gloves, how to put on goggles. They have training films for all of these things. How to operate a forklift. I wore like a hard hat and like big goggles, and I was out by the forklift, and I'm like acting like I know what I'm doing out there. But I had to do every kind of training video, and that's all this area really provided. Or there's a big global industrial company here called Coastal, so I was like, they'd always call me to do, and I was their token Asian woman. I would just show up and get paid to do these training videos. And then, what else? And then I would go up to Richmond, and I would do like, what was it? It was a Circuit City commercial. It was like 3 seconds that I was on there, and it made me eligible for Screen Actors Guild. So just 3 seconds, and I'm like, ooh, now it's actually better to max out in a local market before going to New York or LA, and then you can get your union card. So I was like SAG-AFTRA actress already in New York City. After I maxed out here, I got a commercial agent, started going out on auditions and stuff like that. And you know how they say, hitting the pavement and knocking on doors, going on auditions and stuff like that. And I lived the life of what you would say, the struggling actress, and going out, doing these auditions, and people saying, it's a numbers game, especially with commercials. That was my niche, kind of, right? Because people, it's not like you can just go to New York and all of a sudden you're in films. All of a sudden somebody's going to pluck you out as soon as you move there or something. We're talking about an industry where there's this many people that want to act, and there's this many jobs. And so, yes, it's important to be realistic and to have a game plan, not just go out there, move out there with no contacts, no plan, not even a resume of some sort. Oh yes, my resume was full of, industrials and high school plays, but still, it was something, right? And I had like film class and on-camera technique that I took here locally, but at least it showed that I had experience. But anyway, so you go out there, you're in the big pond, and the only thing I could really be sent out on were commercials. So people were like, you know what, Christine, you're going to go on hundreds of these commercial auditions, and it's really based on your look, being at the right place at the right time, knowing the right person, and sometimes, most of the time it's knowing the right person. But regarding commercials, it's just about a look. You go in there, if you remind them of somebody they know, or it just hits them in the right, oh, okay, we'll just pick her. And it doesn't really have anything to do if you can at least read lines, or you can just come across as natural. So you might go on 100 commercials in a year, and if you land one, you did really good. So that was my life in New York. I was like, can I just get one commercial, But that didn't really stretch me, with the creativity and all. It's not like I'm going to go in there and, you're supposed to hold this phone and be like, oh, use Verizon or something, and it just wasn't I was like feeling empty after going on all these commercial auditions, right? It's just like, oh, Tampax, and talking about different, these commercials that you're like, okay, I don't really want to talk about that product, or this is awkward, or this is just not me. You feel like there's so much more you want to do. But I thought, well, this is what I have to do. This is the conventional way of doing things, and I guess I just have to do it. So I did land some good jobs in New York as a working actress and everything. But still, like I said, there was that, I do something unique though. I wanna do comedy. I wanna imitate my family members because I grew up doing that. It's very unique to me though, and this is what I want to communicate to all of you, that we all have unique gifts, and the world needs to know about yours. And that's why we're in the right era right now, because you can just, from your own home, share your gifts. So, anyway, let me shorten the story by saying that 2 years of really trying to do the conventional route in New York City, and my agents, you know, they were just sending me out. It's not like they knew or even asked, what else can I do? So I said, I'm just really getting bored with all this. And people were like, you should do a one-woman show. That's how you can do, you know, show all your talents. Well, you can do your one-woman show from home. So I started doing what I've always been used to, which is imitating family members. And they're used to that. It's not like they were shocked seeing themselves portrayed on the internet in front of the whole world. They weren't shocked by that. So I took what was unique to me, and in 1 year, so the videos have been viewed about 22 million times, and I'm like number 5 most subscribed on YouTube right now, which is strange to me after a year. But it's kind of a testament to say that before I actually uploaded the first video, I was just like, I don't know how people are going to take them. I don't really know if they're going to connect with this kind of material. But you know what? I don't care. Because you have a unique gift, and it's sort of this creative outlet. I'm not doing it for, I know some people go and upload for attention, or they put stuff up there that really isn't talent, but they're just trying to get attention. And mine was just sort of like, well, I don't really care, actually, because I have to do this. When you have a talent burning within you, you just have to act it out. You have to express it, you know? So anyway, this year has been great. A lot of doors have opened to me that would have never opened had I kept going that conventional route. And so I'm just here to encourage you and say, really, there is no excuse now, because you can be your own writer, your own director, your own producer, your own publicist. We're talking MySpace, Friendster, Facebook, that's your publicity. People will find out about you, and the world will pick, you know, who they want to watch. It's not about now TV, where you have only a few people controlling the media and they decide what you're going to watch, what's your entertainment, right? No. Now the world decides, and they pick and they choose. And so that's very empowering, and I just hope that you would feel encouraged not to hold back your unique gifts. Because if there was a place out there in the world for my unique humor, which you're about to see, then there's a place for yours.